Hey everybody, I'm Bryce Kirkpatrick, Turf Program Director here at Real Turf Solutions, and today I want to talk to you about Tuesday tip of kind of just how the overall process works with our weed control fertilization division. A lot of you that have our program kind of understand this service. We have a few of you out there that sometimes ask a few questions of, when should I expect my yard to look better than the current situation it is when you sign on with us? And so I want to kind of come to you this morning and kind of go over that and talk a little bit more in a little more detail of kind of what to expect and how that process works. Our program is kind of geared to pretty much just kind of control the weeds and produce overall health of the turf. So our process is a little bit different than some of these sports fields and golf courses you see. A lot of those sports fields and golf courses that on TV, when you watch football games or or even watch golf on TV or baseball, those processes there are a whole lot different than what we do. Our process is a little bit more simplified than that. We kind of basically come out every 5 to 7 weeks, and we'll make an application based on the time of the season, whether it be a pre-emerge application in the fall, spring, and winter months. And of course, during the summertime, early spring, kind of midsummer, we do a fertilization. And what our program is designed for is to kind of just overall help that turf be healthy. So when you sign on with us and your yard's kind of in a little bit worse shape than somebody's around you as far as maybe weeds, your grass may not look quite as healthy as somebody else's is. And so what we typically try to do is we go ahead and start putting down those pre-emerge applications. We try to get a control of those weeds that are in that site. Now, a lot of the process with weed control, everybody kind of has this mindset that, once we spray it, it's kind of boom, gone. That's not really the case. That TV commercial ad with Roundup where the guy walks out with a wand and just kind of hits the weed and all of a sudden it just wilts down. That's basically a TV ad. There's not a product on the market out there that's going to kill a weed that fast. There are some products out there that will kill weeds within 12 hours. But those products are not labeled for turf. They're only labeled for flower bed, weed control, or parking lot, or cracks and stuff like that in the sidewalks. The products we use, pretty much every label on the product tells us on there that basically you should notice signs within 24 hours, such as a yellowing color. But typically you may want to wait at least 14 to 21 days before you actually see that weed fully controlled. And then again, there are also products out there that it's depending on the weed type it is too. There's maybe a repeat application needed within 14 or 21 days to fully control that weed. So when you sign on with a program for us, just be sure to understand that it's a process that takes a little bit of time. So from the first application, we're going to go ahead and start targeting those weeds, go ahead and start getting control of those. Typically the way we set it up is we'll come out, we'll make that application. We do our best to come back within 14, 21 days to readdress those weeds. And then once we start getting those weeds under control, that's when the process begins in the springtime. If you sign on earlier in the year, if you sign on kind of midsummer, then of course the process is a little different. But we start putting those fertilizers out. And what that fertilizer does is it actually helps provide those nutrients that grass needs to be overall healthy, grow, be lush and green that everybody kind of strives for this time of the year. So, but once we start applying our fertilizers, we're going to start slowly trying to grow that grass and thicken that grass up. And with that thick grass comes the reduced weeds as well. And so we're basically applying a pre-emerge to control them and a fertilizer to help get the grass healthy. And so at that time, things are going to take a little bit of time to start slowly producing, whether it be the fertilizer slowly starting to take hold. It's not going to turn green overnight. A lot of the products require to be watered in, so if you do that, that's helping to get there faster for you. But for those of you that don't have irrigation, sometimes we have to wait on Mother Nature, and Mother Nature sometimes can be a couple of days before it actually drops some rainfall. So be a little bit patient on us when we do our applications. I know a lot of you kind of just, you're just wanting that, fast results, and unfortunately we're limited in what our products allow us to do. And so we strive our best to make those applications in timely manners to be able to produce those results you're looking for. So if you have any questions with your process and have any concerns, or maybe you're not real sure what it is we're trying to do, or what our ultimate goal is, please reach out to us at 478-988-0043, and I'll be glad to speak with you in person, and come out and actually be on site with you and talk a little bit further about this process. And as always, we appreciate your business, and thank you for watching.